If you knew the amount of psychiatric meds girls woof down on a daily basis, you'd quickly realize why she has the personality of cardboard. It has nothing to do with you. I guess that might be the theme for today, is how little we actually play into girls' lives until we become more important because we're like a consistent sex partner over time. Um, Girls, that flat effect, you're like, man, am I just the most boring man on the face of the earth? Or they're having something, they don't have any personality, and you see it more and more and more. And Bunny's even faster than I am about recognizing, that flat effect. And you should look up the phrase flat effect, and it's a facial expression that's just devoid of emotion, and they're not reactive like we normally. I mean, I'm pretty animated. Bunny's animated. Most guys that get on here are somewhat energetic, but some guys are flat too. But again, a girl who has a flat effect is pretty. Guys will start thinking it's them. That's the problem. It has nothing to do with you, your game, your personality, your appearance, who you are, or your future. But girls will have that flat effect, that resting bitch face sometimes, even though that can be a natural thing. It has nothing to do with you. And their lack of reaction or their lack of engagement has nothing to do with you. And again, one of the guys reminded, if they have a hard time having orgasm, a lot of times they'll go, oh, I remember why I'm not coming. And it has nothing to do with you, because they'll go, oh, why am I not having an orgasm? And then they remember, like, they changed their meds. And that's, you're like, really? So just know that and again, if you're not having orgasms, you're not going to be as enthusiastic about having sex. There's all kinds of negative feedback loops again, but it keeps her from being crazy. So you have to figure out which battles you want to fight. Again, a lot of guys will go, oh, God, maybe I'm just no good in bed. Well, maybe she's chock full of drugs too. So you have to weigh these things. And some girls will hide that stuff from you. So just know, and the guys, their players will check the medicine cabinets, and they are usually, and it's almost like assuming she's a slut. Assume she's on meds until you know otherwise. You can almost bet on it today, especially if they're like that. They have that flat effect. Has nothing to do with you. And the older the girls are, I think something like over 60% of women over the age of 35 or 40 have a prescription. It doesn't mean they're actually taking it, but they have a prescription for some type of psychotropic medication. It's extremely high. You would think it'd be higher with the younger girls, but I guess they just don't have time. But after about 35 or 40, there's like 60% have a script that can be filled for psychotropic drugs at some point. It's ubiquitous. It's everywhere. And again, you have to keep in mind that it affects their judgment, affects how they see the world, it affects how they see you, it affects their sex drive. So all kinds of aberrant or, unnatural or unhealthy behaviors can be driven by the medication and not by you. But though people will blame you, and that's just, they don't know any better. They can't put two and two together. And you can blame yourself too at times if you don't know any better. Again, if you knew the amount of psychiatric meds girls woof down on a daily basis, you quickly realize that she has a personality of cardboard, and it has nothing to do with you. So keep that in mind, especially if you're kind of like struggling through the day with some chick. That is the real deal. We're at about 34 minutes. Let me look through here. There's some conversation, but there's no questions. And I appreciate your time. Tomorrow morning, it'll be Bunny and I at 7 a.m. And Bunny's the girl to ask questions too. We got a couple things that we're going to expand on that during this last week. I've gone, God, I wish I had Bunny's input on this, because she can see things in a manner that you and I as guys can't see. We're just not wired that way, and give us some insight so we can better deal with these things in game, pickup, relationships, and sex. If you guys like this show, like it, subscribe, share with your friends. If you want to financially support this show, there's a donation button at the top right-hand corner. And also, you can buy our products at fortworthplayboy.gumroad.com and myplayboysbunny.gumroad.com. She has the self-confidence book. She has the online dating handbook, the magic bullet guide. And she has Fuck Like a Porn Star, just to name a few of the titles that can help you accelerate your game today. And so I hope you guys have a good day, and we will talk to you tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. Have a great day.